So it's not just keeping batteries out of landfill and making sure that they're recycled where they should be, which is in the UK, but it's then making sure that the materials that we produce go back into to new batteries.
Hello, you're watching Proactive. I'm joined by Technology Minerals Chairman Robin Brundle and CEO Alex Stanbury. Robin, Alex, very good to speak with you. Robin, I'll start with you. Exciting news for recyclers this morning. Could you tell us how this deal came about?
Yes, good morning to you. And yeah, it's been 2 years or so in the making. And for those that have followed our journey, you will know that for us, we've been searching for the cradle to cradle solution for lithium ion batteries. We achieved this really back in January, but through external partners abroad. And wanting to bring this capability to the UK, we've been working tirelessly to find the right solutions that we believe have got every chance of going through to commercial production effectively. So there's a lot of narrative in this space, but there was a lot of research needed to make sure that we brought together the right partners to have the best chance commercially going forward. And for us, we're very proud that this consortium has come together to work with Mint, JLR, and the University of Warwick Manufacturing Group. And we're going to be building out Mint's low carbon hydromet black mass refining technology and bringing it through to commercial volumes effectively. And the whole program over the 3 years is an £8.1 million program, of which we're delighted to have secured 50% of that from government, from the Department of Business and Trade, and through the Advanced Propulsion Centre. And they work with government, industry partners, academia, to drive the UK automotive sector's transition to net zero. So the other for just over £4 million is funded by the consortium members effectively. And the whole initiative is part of the government's 2.5 billion Drive 35 programme to support the EV sector. So for us, commercially, what it means is that if we're able to do this black mass separation here in the UK, it means that we have a massive carbon footprint advantage over virgin extraction. And that's really important to the wider eco-structure of the automotive and general gigafactory battery manufacturing space. So when it comes to UK resilience going forwards, we're really pushing our part in this to make sure that the UK has this capability. And of course, there should be commercial upside in doing so.
Robin, what will Libat's role in the consortium be? What does it mean for recyclers?
Yeah, so as you know, through our lithium-ion battery recycling company, Libat Recycling Limited, we've been at industrial scale recycling of lithium-ion batteries since July 2023. Yeah, so our part in this process is to accept the JLR batteries into site, put them through our full process, which goes through full separation, and to deliver something that is called a black mass, which has the 4 key salts in it that then need to be separated. So our part in this is to do the recycling part and to supply the quality of black mass through then to Mint so that they can do their science and technology to give materials back to WMG and working with then Jaguar Land Rover to get commercial volumes of batteries made from recycled materials.
Alex, this is just the latest development in what's been good momentum in 2025 for recyclers, right?
It has, Stephen. It's been a hot start to the year, really. I think the first 6 months have really been a progression of all the groundwork that we've put in since inception. And these things do take a while to come to fruition. There's a lot of work that goes on behind the scenes, and there's also a lot of work to get traction with major household names, major automotive, etc. So there's a lot of trust being built there, and all the time we get better at what we do as well. So there's an awful lot of learning. So it's certainly the culmination of a lot of work at this point.
So what's next for recyclers then, Alex?
More of the same, it's continued customer wins, and really ramping up, continuing to ramp up what comes through the front gate. It's really been a very impressive year for us. We're really happy with the way things are going. As I said, it really has been kind of ramping up from all the work that's been put in, and it's taken a while. So yeah, more customer wins, but really this is the next stage of our developments. The first stage was always about having a workable business model, which is batteries to the front process and sell black mass. But we've always wanted to have a cradle-to-cradle solution and have that in the UK for the UK circularity piece and ESG, and also just to be able to feed materials in due course back to UK battery manufacturing, which has really always been the holy grail. So it's not just keeping batteries out of landfill and making sure that they're recycled where they should be, which is in the UK, but it's then making sure that the materials that we produce go back into new batteries.
Robin, and you yourself, with your extensive experience as an industry expert, you've been appointed to the Faraday Institution. Tell us a little bit more about that and your role there.
Yeah, sure. It was an honor to be appointed to the board of the Faraday Institution. And really, my summary of it is that we have some great brains here in Britain, and there are many areas in the battery vertical that we actually lead the world in. However, there will always be gaps, and right now there is a gap to what China are doing, for example, in certain areas. And so Faraday is there and appear to be doing incredibly good work in understanding what those gaps are, and then putting what I'm classing as sprint money into making sure that academia and commerce have the ability to have some seed cash to actually go off and do the research on what's needed for the UK to be able to close those technical gap or technology gaps that we have here in the UK. So it's a fascinating place to be, and whenever you see these things from the inside, it's much broader, much more detailed, and a huge amount of workload going in behind the scenes to make all of this happen. And I'm certainly, having had my first board meeting, very impressed with what I'm seeing.
Well, gents, congratulations again on these latest developments. Thank you for speaking with us today.
Thanks, Stephen.
Thanks, Stephen. Good to see you.
It's Robin Brundle, the chairman of Technology Minerals, also Chief Executive Alex Stanbury.